Get ready with me. Get ready for what? Get ready for bed. So I've talked about what disabilities I have before, but I haven't really gone into detail and talked about what they look like to me. And so today I figured I would talk about one of my disabilities, which is PTSD.
These nuts?
PTSD. I have PTSD and the humor of a 14-year-old from the early 2000s. While most people associate PTSD with veterans and war, I have PTSD because my life is a little bit
This is why Mom doesn't fucking love you!
with a dash of.
This is a crayon.
Don't forget to sprinkle on some.
Ass muffin. Ow!
Not only do I have PTSD, but I have complex PTSD because my trauma comes from my family trauma, my personal and relationship trauma, and the trauma that comes from the work of a first responder. I won't say what I did, but let's just say I did it for probably 12 years, and I have seen some shit in this crazy world. My PTSD manifests itself in the form of night terrors. I often can't sleep because these night terrors are so intense and realistic, and as a result, I have insomnia.
It's like a reward.
Often when I have night terrors, I can't sleep the next night because my body sees sleeping as a threat. So sometimes if you ask me how I'm doing and I say I haven't slept, I mean I literally have not slept. I probably haven't slept in 2 or 3 days. Despite being completely exhausted and trying every trick in the book, my body actually had enough of it recently, and I had to do a grippy sock vacay, but I could do it from home, and so it was like a partial stay, if you will. But yeah, my body just couldn't keep up with it anymore. Had a breakdown over it recently, and I am now on medication. And I am so grateful for one of my medications, which is Prazosin. Prazosin has been known to help alleviate nightmares, and for me, so far, it is working incredibly well. The dreams are far less realistic, and I am able to differentiate between night terrors and real life, because often that's part of the reason I can't sleep is like I feel like what just happened in my brain, even though I was technically sleeping, I lived through it. And so even when I do sleep, I am often exhausted beyond belief because my brain thinks I've been awake the whole night trying to fight for survival. I also am on one medication to help me fall asleep and one medication to help me stay asleep. Because the other problem is sometimes, kind of like last night, I went to bed at about 1:30 and I woke up at 3:30 and could not go back to sleep until almost 10 o'clock in the morning. And it was awful. And I took a midday nap and I turned into a monster, but if I didn't take that nap, wouldn't be able to survive until bedtime. And sometimes these cycles last for weeks, and sometimes it's just a quick little poof now. And I'm very grateful that it is not a consistent thing, because it was really starting to wear me down. I wouldn't mind talking about all aspects of my trauma, from my personal relationship to my work to my family and relationship trauma, but I figure that's another video and I should probably get consent before I tell y'all. So if that's something you're interested in, let me know and I'll put together a video with a good explanation, but also a significant handful of trigger warnings so you can peruse at your leisure. Okay, thank you all so much, and